watching BamDanUK. Sit tight and enjoy.
Hey, what's going on guys, BamDanUK here. So I've got the XPREDATOR CUBE from AeroCool, and this is the same case I've actually reviewed before. How this is the CUBE version, so it's a lot smaller and a lot more compact. So I'm going to get straight into this and show you around the case. Okay, so at the front I/O we've got the fan B controller and the fan A controller, and both of these feel really nice. You've got really nice build quality on those. You've got your power button here, and at the top you have a little resting thing. It's got like rubber there as well, so it doesn't like move around. It's quite good. You've got two USB 3 ports, and then you've got your standard microphone headphone jacks there. And at the top we have a space for a 5¼ drive, and all the way along down here we have a dust filtered mesh, and that's really good and very important. And we have a nice big fan underneath here, which I'll show you in just a second, but let's go around the case a little bit more. On the side we've got a lovely window here, and obviously once you have all your components in there, like your motherboard, your graphics card, etc., it's going to look really nice, and especially if you've got like, you know, components to show off to your friends that have LEDs and stuff, it's going to look absolutely awesome. And on top we've got this really nice scaly design which really adds some personality to the case, and it looks really awesome, and especially if you've got a gaming setup in here, it's going to look absolutely great. So to take the top off, you simply just pull that and that will come off there, and you've got two grommets here. You've got space for a 120 and a 140 millimeter fan here, and then here we've got our 4 PCI slots, and then here we already have our included 140 millimeter fan, and down here we have our space for the PSU, which obviously you can install once you have your power supply. All the drive bays allow you to either install the standard 3.5-inch hard drive, or you can use an SSD, and there are holes there. You can just simply screw in an SSD, and that's 2.5-inch. And obviously all the way throughout the case you've got great cable management here, a lot of space for holes, although you are kind of restricted to use, you know, certain places. There aren't like huge gaps in the side of the case or anything where you can easily route cables, so I would say the routing is slightly limited, but there are a lot of grommets set out nicely. So at the front of the case we have a 200mm fan here, and that's connected to the fan controller at the front, and at the top we can fit another 200mm fan. If you remove the optical bay here, you can install another fan. Everything's really easy to break down in this case. All it takes is a little thumb screw here and there, and you'll be able to literally take out anything. So the hard drive bay easily lifts out once you've just taken away a couple of the screws, and it's really easy and simple to, you know, take apart, build it back together. It's a really lovely case. On the other side panel where the power supply is, a really nice magnetic dust filter, which is really easy to really add it there. It's really simple. You just put it over there each time, take it out. It's really simple. To sum up this case then, the build quality on the front I/O panel is absolutely great. The case looks fantastic. There's lots of room to play around with within there. It's very easy cable management. Pretty much everything is removable. Top and front panel come off very nicely. Even though the cable management is easy though, you are kind of limited to routing around the case, like where you have to go kind of thing. So you may come into a few issues with mega builds, but for the average kind of gaming build, you're going to be absolutely perfectly fine. So the actual build quality of the case is fairly average. I did find it wasn't too great in some areas, like the side panels for example. I did not like how the side panels were built and to remove and stuff. They didn't really feel like they were of as much quality as everything else was in the case. The front panel was absolutely lovely for me. I loved it to bits. There's really high quality, you know, even that the rubber bit where you just put your phone, I thought that was a really nice touch there. If you do remove the front panel, it won't actually go back on unless you take off the top panel and then put it back on, and you know, it's really annoying. It's kind of stupid, but I guess it's just something you have to deal with. I think this case does an absolute superb job and tackles a lot of issues that other cases are actually facing, that are actually the same size of the XPREDATOR CUBE. So if you love the design, AeroCool produced a very good Big Daddy version of this, which is a lot bigger. Go check them both out. There's the Cube, this one, and there's the Big Daddy, which is a lot bigger than this. But it's not actually called the Big Daddy, it's just called the XPREDATOR case, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This has been BamDanUK, and I'm out. Peace.